Today's episode of SNM Clan is about respect and disrespect. Yes, you understand, right? Because I mean, these people, they're fond of this word. I mean, just today, everywhere, this is disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Everyone is talking about, one or the other thing about,
Treat me with respect.
And for me, I don't know, is respect forced or is earned?
It's earned now.
It's earned, right? Because if you want to earn respect, like I always say, if you want to earn respect, you start off by respecting yourself. You understand, right?
What if you find disrespectful people naturally, they don't, but you always respect yourself?
Like I said, if you want, no, this one is a different one entirely now. Now, if people are outrightly disrespectful, for example, and you're still respecting yourself, what do? You understand? Because for MSHINI's own now, it's more of like, does she respect herself? If MSHINI aside now, let me answer your question. If one is being respectful, if one respects themselves now, you're not having an interaction with that person that is being disrespectful. Now, if that person is just being disrespectful because he or she wants to be disrespectful to you, even when you're respecting yourself, when that is when you have the choice to either put that person in check or you ignore. No. You understand, right? Yeah. Because you can't really still... Yeah, the question. I've answered the question now.
No, you say you want to ask me a question.
Sorry, I want to answer your question. That's what I meant, right? Answer your question, right? I've answered the question right. Now, for MSHINI now, SNM Clan, is she a disrespectful kind of person? Does she respect herself? Because you see people, for example, to say, I want you to do this or do that to, understand, right? For you to actually say that, I want everybody to do this and do that, right? It must have told yourself, you must have shown yourself that, okay, you're the kind of person that, you actually practice, what you're actually trying to teach or what you're trying to preach, right? So does MSHINI practice what she actually preaches or teaches?
To be honest, I've not seen her outrightly disrespect anybody. I don't think I've seen MSHINI.
I've not seen MSHINI disrespect anyone.
What she does is interject.
She fights for herself,
which is disrespectful. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But the context of what we are talking about, I've not actually seen her say, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Okay, people should go and eat. She'll say no. I've not seen her do that.
Okay. Yeah. Because it's been stated that, she was looking for drama. She's looking for cheap drama, looking for who to trigger, right? I mean, this is very understandable. Those people were locked in the garden, understand? I mean, for a very long time, for hours, right? And I mean, after their workout, they start doing their chores, you understand? They start doing their duty, right? But at the end of the day, when they came out, and after playing, I get MSHINI's point. It's more of like, people have energy to play. People have energy to shout. People have energy to do certain stuff, right? But when it comes to work or a task, you find them saying they're so tired.
Psychologically, it's not the same.
No, Marie, no. I'm trying to get... when MSHINI says something, for example, I would try to get MSHINI's point of view.
Yes.
I won't sideline it now. So let me understand her point of view. You understand, right? So this is me trying to understand where she's coming from, right? Yeah. Other people are not, they might really understand where she's coming from, but they will still point something out that she's trying to look for drama. Like trying to look for trouble, you understand, right?
Yeah.
Because when they finished, she told them before they entered, right, that immediately we are going out or whatever, please let's start our work.
Yes,
but
before they eat,
right? But at the end of the day,
bath, work, eat.
You understand, right? But at the end of the day, they decided to do something different. They started eating. You understand, right? So she came, and I'm like, okay, she came to certain people, but she didn't just come to certain people. She came to that's how she came, that she didn't even address any other person, but just to, let's say, Nate. Because I know, for example, for a full fact that, okay, MSHINI wanted to direct this thing at Nate.
Yeah, but that she made it
but she made everybody problem, you understand, right? But
even
she made it clear, even if they ate, right? Yeah. But the thing is more of like, when they left, for example, these people are being selective. We told you guys this thing, right? Please try and respect MSHINI, understand, right? Because she's trying to hold herself, right? And at the end of the day, this thing happens that when people don't actually talk about this respect or just let things flow, it becomes another thing. Before you know it now, if MSHINI just leaves that, let's say in fact, whenever MSHINI talks, to shock you that, they'll tell her that I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Because, right, she has been ignoring things.
True.
You understand, right? So human beings naturally sometimes they do like goats.
Yeah.
You understand, right? Until you like use iron hand. You understand, right? Normally they do like animal. You understand, right? Until they use cane flog that they will get sense. You understand, right? Because sometimes I ask myself, if the same person knows what to do, you can actually do it as how you want to do, but at the same time, don't be disrespectful, right?
I just felt like it was quite disrespectful. Let's just be honest, right?
Yeah, it was.
Now,
in my opinion,
I feel like there is one head of house that have said, do something before you eat, and they have done that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, MSHINI is not like the first person that have said that before. I've heard a head of house say that before. Do you understand? So if she said, bath, work, eat, then it's left for you to say, I can't do it. Oh, hunger they want me.
Exactly.
Can I go and eat? Then I will walk. As long as you didn't say anything, you did not object. You didn't say, MSHINI, I'm hungry. Then you went to go and eat. That is very disrespectful because at that moment, as the head of us, she said what she feels like is beneficial to the house because Biggie is not happy that the house is dirty. Right? Then it's not like for you to say, oh, I can't do this thing. Let me eat first. Then I'll, then if she now said, no, then she's now imposing. I don't know if you guys understand, because at the end of the day, the end product is to make the house neat.
Exactly.
But nobody said anything. They just went and started eating. So if she's calling a meeting to say it's very disrespectful, it is very disrespectful. Right?
Because Smart said the same thing. For Smart to say it on national TV how the place was like a pigsty. I mean, come on now. You understand, right? So it was that bad, right? So for her, in terms of the whole looking for a reaction, I will agree to a certain extent because
in the meeting.
Because it was directed especially at Nate. You understand, right? MSHINI was directing this issue at Nate, but MSHINI decided to make it an everyone's problem. There are people that were innocent, but MSHINI disregarded people that actually followed the rules because not everyone that started eating when they left the garden.
Some people
were already working.
Clean the bathroom.
But
it was still being
occupied
used.
Because Tara was saying, please leave the bathroom. I want to work. It's all right, ladies, please, I need to work, right? It shows that, okay, he didn't take it upon himself to eat before thinking of working. You understand, right? But when MSHINI, of course, gathered everyone because she met Nate. You understand, right? That, what are you supposed to be doing?
I supposed to be washing plates or something.
You understand, stuff like that, right? Nate said, okay, I cooked, and
nobody helped me. So, do you understand? Even you, what did you do yesterday? Do you understand?
You understand, right?
Yeah.
From Suku spots. Nate is doing cooking, trying to...
She's trying to like divert. She doesn't want to wash plates. So all she does is cook and refuses to wash dishes.
You understand, right? So there's more of like, a target, definitely. They want to like,
Nate
put
is
Nate is the target. Hope you understand, right?
Yes.
So in other words, when she called them, when she had that meeting with them, I knew for a fact that this meeting of a thing, we always, I don't know. These meetings never always have a resolution.
Because
ask yourself, all the meetings I've witnessed since the time Umlilo started, have you ever seen any resolution?
Trash. Especially from MSHINI. MSHINI doesn't know how to hold a meeting.
Nah.
She doesn't know how to come to a resolution. She doesn't even know the head. Or the tail.
She doesn't know how to have a proper dialogue. Just have a proper dialogue. No.
She doesn't.
Unless people actually, unless people actually gave you a kind of tone, because I get that. I understand how you've been complaining, right?
Yeah.
That, there's certain people that, holding you up, disrespecting you, right? Like I said, we know the person was disrespecting you. Everyone there were not the people that are disrespecting you, right? But we get it that people are quite selective where they might actually respect Guluva or respect Tyrone or respect Swiss or respect, Jojo, stuff like that, right? But when it comes to Shin, like, no, they might not really like you, understand, right? Like I said, respect in the way, it's quite earned because people might actually behave some type of way because of your own person as well. If you say, please don't talk over me when I'm talking, do you talk over people as well? People see that. You understand, right? Yeah.
She said a whole lot of things. When someone say, A is A.
Yeah.
A is for apple.
Yeah.
After is A, whatever. Just like, you are saying the same thing in different versions.
Yeah.
MSHINI is always talking.
Always talking, man.
It's not like she's not making sense. We know the head. Okay, fine. We know the reason. The reason you are calling this meeting is because people were eating when you said they should go and wash. But you kept saying it. Saying it in different versions. And it's so tiring. And when people try to say something, you just... cut them off.
You cut them off.
Because you're trying to defend yourself.
Yeah.
You're not trying to, when someone say, but you do this, you don't want to prove to people that you must have done something that doesn't make sense. Let me tell you, nobody cares at some point. If someone is saying you do this, if you do it, accept that you do. Exactly. Stop defending what you did.
Because there's no room, there's no reason to defend what doesn't need to be defended. It's very simple. That's sometimes, just let it go. Because if you want them to agree about how they're disrespectful to you,
you have to agree to their own. You have to agree to their own points.
You have to agree to their points, MSHINI. Yeah. And one thing about MSHINI, that she doesn't listen. I don't know whether she doesn't listen or she doesn't know how to listen.
She doesn't listen.
Or her ears are quiet. There's when someone doesn't know how to listen or don't want to listen or doesn't listen.
She doesn't listen.
Then that means she doesn't
I don't think she purposely don't want to listen.
Then she can't comprehend.
I feel like naturally.
Yeah.
She doesn't listen.
Then it's a mental thing.
Yeah, like she's always on guard. Who is coming for me? I need to defend.
Yeah, it's a mental thing, right? If she doesn't know that she doesn't listen, whereas the end product of whatever she does shows that she doesn't listen, and there's a problem.
Yeah.
Because this kind of thing now, for example, it can actually lead to lots and lots of conflicts. Because if you're trying to pass your own points across, I want that person to understand your point and do not want to understand that person's point, trust me, there will never be a resolution.
Nothing.
Nothing will be solved. No matter how you try, you always run around circles.
And I'd rather give you drama than give you listening ears.
Myself and Marie said this thing. People in the house, there's how we might be in the house, for example. We know how people's, we know, you understand? That's just how we know. We can actually read you. We know, when your body's itching, right? Yeah. So there are things we can put in place, right?
For the drama to happen,
we make sure we drain you.
If you want peace,
you understand, right?
I give you peace.
You understand? I don't know how to do this kind of stuff that when we see that people want drama, unless there's an intentional point where we want to ignore.
Yeah.
You understand, right? But whenever one doesn't want to ignore, best believe, you understand, right?
It's going to scatter. Because if we're trying to talk here, you called me for a meeting and I listened to you. First, just remember, if I decide I won't come for that meeting, you cannot carry me. I decided to come. Happen. And now that I'm here, you're not allowing me to talk. But I'm listening to you. It's not possible.
One thing about Biggie that I've actually known in a way. If people are smart, Biggie is the kind of person that loves tension and drama, right?
Yes.
At that point in time, understand that Biggie will not call you to order at that point in time. Highest, Biggie will just warn you, right? But Biggie sometimes wants when there's someone that wants to oppose the head of house.
Yes.
In case you don't know.
Yes.
You understand, right? Biggie will not want you to impose him, but Biggie at least will like when sometimes people want to oppose the head of house.
Especially if you're not even leading by
Exactly.
example,
you understand, right? So for her, Saddam Clan, her point is, they were disrespecting her, and whenever she says something, they don't listen, right? But that message was specifically for Nate, right? So when they all gathered, and when they all gathered, Sipa, of course, had to talk about how she has never disrespected her, that she's very hungry. Please, can she go and eat stuff like that, right? Of course, as usual, she just threw down away.
Just cutting things
you understand,
off,
right?
Yeah. And I said, the point where she now said, that since Tuesday she has been holding her peace. Yes. We've seen her complain without confronting anybody. But her saying that it's because it's MSHINI. If she asks them to rehearse, they will say they are tired. But when she allows them to be, they'll start playing. That is because it's MSHINI.
I don't think so.
Yana was like, no, it's not because it's you. You've been doing that from the get-go. And it's true. They will tell you they don't have strength, but they are busy singing.
But a part of MSHINI's personality then plays a role on how they actually do behave to the girl. Yes, a part of MSHINI's character plays a huge role on how those people behave towards her.
And it's fault.
Why don't they behave the same way towards Guluva?
Because
why don't they behave the same way towards Tyrone? Why don't they behave the same way to Ali? They tried it with Swiss, but Swiss actually had to come us, right? Why don't they behave the same way on 100, towards Jojo?
Do you know why?
In a way, right? So just how MSHINI's leadership is, they might find it quite disgusting. What?
Do you know why?
Yeah.
I've found she heard Tyrone communicate with people.
Yeah.
when you tell him something, he acknowledges you first.
Yeah.
Before he says something.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? And he gives you listening ear.
Yeah.
These people have these things in common.
Yeah.
MSHINI doesn't.
You understand?
You say something, She's looking for, MSHINI is always looking for revenge.
MSHINI,
if you talk to me anyhow, I'll talk to you anyhow.
MSHINI doesn't have a good communication skill, right? The problem is because even when Umlilo, of course, had to make his points known and said, okay, yeah, this thing doesn't really happen because of you. I've not really seen when people, where people want to disrespect you, right? MSHINI said, speak for yourself. Umlilo said, okay, fine, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not disrespecting you, right? Okay, and I said, okay, fine. If you're telling Umlilo to speak for himself, for example, why are you holding a general meeting when you're supposed to actually talk to the person that actually disrespected you?
She looked for a way to corner it.
You look for a way to now, garnish everyone together. You understand, right? I know how stressful it can be for you to tell someone, oh, you disrespected me, stuff like that, right?
It's not stressful.
But for the people
it's not stressful.
that were not involved, if I wasn't involved in that kind of nonsense that nonsense they call it of a meeting, trust me.
Let me tell you guys something. I genuinely love the meeting for the sake of
it's gonna be nice.
Fight my come up.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That is why I like to watch their meeting. Do you understand?
These my escalator.
Yes, because it's gonna be messy. In one way or the other.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But if you say that it's stressful, communicating to someone that the person that disrespected you, it is not. The most stressful one is the meeting. Yeah. Because you guys just go about chicharing, no resolution.
Yeah.
If someone disrespects you immediately, give them what now,
exactly.
and that's it.
And the whole stuff about Nsuku wanted to be the whole assistant head of house. You're trying to you're trying to make things balance, but at the end of the day, you still sound so sentimental.
Yeah,
they try your best, try. But God be as I say, see the buy face.
Yeah.
Because you're making sense, so by the end of the day, you're not still making sense. You're not still hitting it like that.
Yeah.
Because if whatever is happening now, Guluva of course tried to make his points across. Of course, MSHINI at the same time, still didn't.
Guluva was like, MSHINI, when you're done, please come to me. I need to talk to you.
Because he had to he subtly, reprimand her and advise her in a way.
He said, oh, I want to talk to you. I want to advise you on something. Blah, 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 blah.
I think that wasn't needed. That wasn't needed from Guluva.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't needed.
Do you know why?
No stress yourself, my guy.
He felt like, when they had the meeting, Sweet Guluva said something.
Yeah.
MSHINI said, oh, no, I wasn't even talking about you. So she has this sort of respect for Sweet Guluva.
I get that.
Do you understand? So to him now, okay, let me help you. Do you understand? So that you won't be hosting these meetings all the time. Okay. So when he called her, right, even though we know that to us it's not necessary. To him it is.
It's tiring.
So let's just feel what he's feeling. And carry our own opinion to ourselves. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when he called her, he was like, oh, you like first reason. He was about to give reasons. But he said it by the first one. You always interject when people talk. Baba never even finished what he wants to say.
Just ready. Pa.
And listen, tell me why. Fine, you interjected. Let's hear what you have to say. You are talking about something that doesn't relate to what he said.
Oh my God, now that's the worst part. That's crazy.
He now said, you see, this is what I'm talking about. He said, no. I understand what you mean. He had to involve Nsuku.
Yeah.
Nsuku had to explain to MSHINI yet.
She
at a point,
gets it,
Nsuku already called a meeting. The kitchen duty people, that's Nate,
Umlilo,
BK, and the rest. But Sweet Guluva just carried himself.
He just left. You understand, right? After everything, the whole reprimanding, the whole advice, everything was just to the dust. MSHINI didn't want to listen. You understand, right? It's very simple. I will never want to ever listen to someone that doesn't want to listen. I mean, come on, that's it. There's no point. Come on, no serene. Right? If Guluva, the way he walked out in his mind, said,
who sent me?
I'm wasting my time, right? Because MSHINI never wanted to. MSHINI never wants to listen. Yes, sir. But she wants people to listen,
which is not possible.
Which is not possible now.
You have to learn. If you don't learn, nobody will listen to you.
And our fan base now that forget to understand this certain thing, it just shows how you yourself, you don't have any communication skill, you don't have any listening skill. All of you are daft. Because you feel that whatever is happening is more like, that is how she's supposed to behave.
Yeah.
You cannot make someone listen or someone be in check when you yourself, you're not in check. Are you normal?
Who are we deceiving?
Who are we deceiving here?
I go and sleep, please.
It doesn't work that way now. So yes, do they disrespect MSHINI? Yes.
They did.
They did. And they do.
Yes.
You understand, right?
Yes.
But her character plays a certain role with whatever happens. But that cannot be justified.
Yeah, which doesn't warrant disrespect.
That cannot be justified, right?
Yes.
She's the head of our, she deserves respect. It's that simple.
Yeah. But when
so most times I don't like her iron hand. I like how she I like how she drills them.
If you want us to not talk about the communication part, we do. But based on the meeting that was had today, they disrespected that babe.
You understand, right?
Yes.
But that's a side now. The whole meeting stuff or the whole disrespect, even if that is settled, my problem is even when you now want to now have the communication part with MSHINI, it doesn't still work. At all. Why? What is happening?
What you go do by now?
There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do.
At a point, she brought up the whole VIP thing.
She did. Of course, she started. Yeah, and I like that in a way. Let me back just pour them out. Say, hey, you understand, right? If that is the reason. Marine, I liked it too. Let's just say her mind.
I understand.
Let's just say her mind.
I just felt like you are just like, it's counterproductive.
Yeah, exactly. She's just catching everything.
It's not making sense.
Meeting is just becoming another thing. It's more like the meeting just became another thing that you started saying another thing that we're not supposed.
It was giving, okay, you know what? At this point, I'm ranting.
Yeah. You know, but I don't know any meeting that MSHINI holds. Why does she look like a fool at the end of the day?
Yeah, you don't make her look stupid more. Like it doesn't. It's not.
And Tyrone was entering this babe. Tyrone was just entering this babe, like,
yes, after the meeting, he was saying things.
Okay,
Tyrone is mad. Just because of that day, they had that small issue.
That stuff,
Tyrone too can be so annoying.
But he knows for the fact that MSHINI lacks, comprehension. She doesn't have to comprehend.
And people like that, just watch them.
Just watch them. Yeah, watch them, avoid them, right?
Yeah.
But if they match you, I don't know
what to do.
Yeah, you know what to do,
press their head, you get
all
that
right,
floor.
So another thing, JoJo is spiraling. I don't know what's wrong with JoJo, but JoJo is puffing and puffing and puffing and puffing. JoJo Tank wasn't really happy.
Yes.
I don't know whether what Usuku did or said. I don't know what happened.
Yes.
Could it be
MSHINI? Usuku said something to her. I didn't watch that part.
But JoJo was just crying in the garden. She was just walking around. I say, is she about to blow up? Is she about to explode?
Give us the drama.
Give it to us.
Give us Umlilo.
Give it to us. You understand, right? Yeah. So crazy. Well, I don't know.
What is are we forgetting?
I know. We
provided lunch for them, which is very succulent.
Yeah. It was cool. It was cool, right?
I just hope they play this thing today. I'm just waiting to
play what?
I just want the family test now.
Okay, the whole tape stuff.
Yes.
Well, it is what it is as I'm plan. All I know is that, this head of our stuff, it's quite draining. You understand, right?
It is.
But like I always say, for me, Sha, I don't know how to force, respect, right? You can actually make someone afraid of you. That's kind of the first, understand, right? Some people love being feared than being respected. You understand, right? But at the end of the day, one is evergreen, the other one fades away. Respect is evergreen, right? Fear is just there, right? Because fear can actually lead to one. Fear can lead to someone actually plant. If you plan, right? Because fear is something that you can't just take it anymore.
And fear is good.
Fear is good. I'm talking about fear. Definitely, fear is good for you to be alert. You understand, right? Yeah. Fear is good, right? You understand, right?
Not in that context.
Not in that context. Not in that context. You understand, right? Hey, that one is quite crazy, right? Yeah. But for me, all I know is that MSHINI wants respect. For me, respect yourself, first of all.
Learn to
communicate, understand, right? Learn to understand people.
And learn to see, first of all, learn to listen.
Yeah, I mean.
Learn understanding.
She doesn't.
You know me, anytime I pray, God give me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You see, this thing I always beg.
It is very important.
Yes.
Please, right? Well, it is always a time client. Let's just see what's going to happen. And of course, Guluva, please, next time, I beg, no advice, I beg, just, no need, I beg, no need, you understand, right? Free am. It is what it is. Well, you ain't on the dream moment are coming, let us know.
We want the drama,
That's how you feel about this video. If you love this video, just make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like our videos, share this, copy, says, thank you guys, very bad, because awesome. Yeah, that reminds me, of course, Suku and Nate had their own, one or two.
Yeah, one or two, like, during the meeting, they were like, oh, that's not what I mean. Suku knows how to communicate, I won't lie.
And she's good. She's very good. She's calm. She's good.
And Nate as well.
Suku listens.
Calm.
Nate's own.
Nate uses psychology to wipe people.
Yes, Nate is very strategic. You understand, right?
Yes.
She knows you are coming to look for problems. She will give you something opposite.
Yes.
She's that good. You understand, right? But Suku,
and I love that, to be honest.
I love that anyway. Yeah, I love that.
Once she now gives the drama.
Biggie was just having some sort of mental breakdown.
Yes, because it's draining. It's draining. It's draining. And when he was patient though.
Yeah, right.
Me, I would just stand up waka before my IQ go drop for floor.
Yeah. It's quite crazy. I don't know, Sha, but there are people that are stressful, there are people that are slow. Have you interacted with someone that is slow?
Oh,
I don't know. I would rather interact with someone that is stressful than interact with someone that is slow.
I dislike slow people. Oh my God. Slow people annoy me.
You understand, right? MSHINI is stressful and MSHINI is still slow, in my own opinion. She's slow and stressful. Now, that is a hybrid formation that can ruin you. That can destroy one's mental focus. My goodness. I'm out of here. We're out of here. Peace. Yeah, bro. Don't stress me.